going to start recording. Hey guys, welcome, ICBSU Team Express Business Zoom. And we are so excited tonight. We've got so much action going on. I'm so proud of each and every one of you that are here, that are showing up for this. And then I guess I got to say, I'm going to be proud of those that take the recording and watch it. But I just get lit up when people join live because I think we all learn so well when we're all together. So thank you for being here. And oh my goodness, I'm admitting so many people. Bear with me. So tonight we have some massive training coming down from corporate, and I am going to introduce that beautiful man in just a second. But of course, you know, in true ICBSU Team Express style, every Monday night, we always start with recognition and then a few announcements. And so tonight's going to be no different. And just so we let corporate know how we roll, what we do is as I announce the names, and they laugh at me for how I enunciate the Australian names, you all do this. You clap and you celebrate, because at any time in your life, if you want to be celebrated, you celebrate others, right? It's an equal, like it's a relationship. So while I'm stumbling over the names and yelling out our newest consultants and our newest manager from last week, everybody is excited and happy and sending love, because this is what it's all about right here. Okay, so we are going to start with our newest rank advancements just for last week, and we had 17 rank advancements on this team alone last week, which is huge. It's amazing, and we should all be very proud. But before I say all the names of the consultants and the manager, what I want to say, and I say it all the time, congratulations to you if you were their enrolling sponsor. Congratulations to you if you really helped that teammate lift them up to their next level. So congratulations to you, because we all help each other. And again, that's what it's all about, right? Okay, so here we go. Our newest consultants on the team, Michelle DeBarba. We have, yay! We have Arthur Canistro. We have Lorraine Bizina. Yeah, I think that's right. And then we have Jovessa Baliba. Okay, here's where it's gonna get hard for me. Bear with me. Apisa Natinavu. We have, yep, come on. Anastasia Nakio Bukaboa. We have Atinalina, no, not Atinalina. Ooh, but that's a good name, right? Atalina Tarusi. Keep going. We have Jennifer Boring. We have Haley Lyle. We have Carol Bostick. We have Jamie Harrison. Are you clapping big? Okay. We have Yvette Cepeda. And we have Catherine Witcher, Stacy Joyner, Polly Bernardino, Gayleen Goodwin, and our newest manager in the house is Emily Hooks, which I'm pretty sure is Emily Canotely, right? So woo! And congratulations, you guys. I just like, that lights me up, and I'm so excited for that. That is just groovy at its finest. So congratulations. All right, now we have our training tonight, and tomorrow night we have our Difference Maker Zoom, who is hosted by Christina Potter. She's amazing. She grabs at any time any one of you to share your isogenic story, your journey, whether it's rate release, energy, performance, healthy aging, and the wealth portion of isogenics, because we're a solutions-based company. We have it all, right? So 6 o'clock p.m. PST, Difference Maker Zoom, same Zoom number. Get your people in front of that. That's a tool. That's a tool that this team uses. So you want to be on it to learn stories, because facts tell, stories sell, right? So you want to learn everybody's story, because not everybody's going to resonate with your story, but you might pick up a story that is going to grab somebody by the heart and really show off what Isogenics has to offer, right? So we've got that, and that's at 6 p.m. PST. Make sure you're there. Invite people. Christina Potter is so amazing at reminding people to get back to the person that invited them to the Zoom. So don't just throw spaghetti on the wall and watch for it to stick, right? Don't just post it on your Facebook and okay, I tried, nobody got on. No, message people. There's people in your life right now that are searching for one of those components that Isagenix has, if not all. So make sure you get them on the Zoom. All right, without further ado, we are gonna, oh wait, I forgot one more announcement. I don't wanna forget. Okay, Shelly Jeffries is doing a presentation 6:00 p.m. PST Wednesday night, and she is doing the presentation that corporate actually gave us the slides to go over why Isagenix, right? So I don't think that's what it's called, but why not Isagenix for sure. So she's doing that presentation, and she also is brilliant at telling that person that jumps on your guest to get back to the person that invited them and ask more questions and get started with them. So I have 7 people waiting in the waiting room. All right, so there we have all of that, admit all. There we go, I think we're good. I get to introduce, let me just make a co-host really fast. I get to introduce the man that is going to rock our worlds tonight, the man that's going to teach us about manager pools and director pools. And if you're new, you're going, I don't understand. Do I need a bathing suit? Not that kind of pool. This is actually a bonus pool where there's money involved. We have people on this team. I know of a couple, and there might be more. We've got Frankie and Dee Hernandez, that hit $1,000 in that pool. We have Kimberly and Michael Abram that hit $2,500 in that pool. Like, it's a real thing. These bonuses are real, and it's highly important that we understand how to, I want to say win, as if we're in Vegas on a slot machine. It's very important that we understand how we can do that and teach our teammates how they can play in the manager and director pool. So I get to introduce, wait, I didn't make you co-host yet. Got to do that. Sorry. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. Where we go. Bear with me, guys. This is all like a little new. Here you are. I'm going to do that. Fantastic. All right. So not only do we have a corporate representative, but we have the director of sales for the US and Canada in the house. So yeah, you can applaud. That's pretty ding dang dong special. He is a mom. He's a mom of 3. He's a dad of 3, 1 daughter, 2 boys. I think that I'm correct in that. And he is actually celebrating this week. Is it your 11th happy anniversary? Yes, married to the wonderful Amanda. And if you're ever at an event and Amanda shows up, it's really a person you need to go and introduce yourself to. Make sure you go up and say hi to Cal, but make sure that you go up and say hi to his wife, because they are just a phenomenal couple. We got to spend some time with them. They're amazing people. They're kind. They're absolutely supportive. And I just love them so much. Now watch this. I did all those Aussie names. So let's see, and you can correct me. Please welcome our beautiful trainer, our amazing, amazing corporate representative, Kal Empooranar.
All right, very good. Very, very good. Perfect. You know what? You edify me better than my boss does. It's so great. Like, you're on it. I so love this. And thank you so much, Debbie, for having me on this call. What I love about your team is when I get on these calls once, every 4 or 5 weeks, these Monday evening calls, I see the same faces and I see new additional rank advancements. And that to me is phenomenal. It shows that it's a community that you are building and you have amazing retention. So who'd want to leave this team, right? I love it. And so again, thank you so much for bringing me on. Just one correction on that bio. I am not the director of sales for the US, just the Pacific, right? So Chris Nish and Mike Mallory still have their jobs. I am just on the West Coast and Canada, just so that you guys know. But everything else.
I just gave you a raise.
Oh, perfect.
I just want to say, Cal, real quick before you get started,
Kathy.
you are the rep of the world with Isagenix for us. And this man, real quick, has been, ever since he came on board, I got the pictures when, just came up in Facebook when he first started. We got pictures of him in Vegas. And ever since he came in, he's been sort of a mentor to us because he came from the team building. That's where he came. That's why Isagenix hired him, because of team building. And we gave him permission to kick our butts. And he has, and he's kept us accountable, and he's told us every step, okay, do the leadership in action, do this, do that, do that. And we followed his system, and look what's happened. So great job. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, again, I'll tell Jeff and Debbie this. I am not here to tell you guys what to do. You guys are the experts. But if you say to me, Cal, I give you permission to be your accountability partner. If I say something and I don't do it and you direct me in the right direction, I will definitely be there. I don't care if you're an 8-star, 9-star like the BBs, or if you're a 4 or 5-star like Chris, or if you're a consultant just starting today. If you're in it for the business and you want an accountability partner, that is what I'm here for. So yeah, 100% agree with that. So, okay, the pools, right? I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Can you guys see it okay? Good, okay. Okay, so the pools are so important. Before we go into that, we talk about money all the time, weight loss. So there's a disclaimer here. Just make sure that you guys understand. And when you repeat this to your onboarding new consultants or managers or whatnot, that you let them know, but it's not typical for everyone to be earning in these pools, right? The opportunity is there. You can possibly do it. You could be working 100 hours a week, but it doesn't guarantee the same amount of income, right? So make sure that's put out there every time you have a conversation. So before we go into the pools, the most important thing is, like Jeff mentioned before, leader in action, right? That is, lack of a better word, your Bible. When it comes to Isagenix, that is what you should be going to, because it does create the behaviors, the right building behaviors for where you can succeed, not just yourself, but for your team, right? I've always told people, forget about your own rank. Forget your rank. What's most important is your people's ranks. Get them to where they need to be, and your rank will eventually follow, right? To develop leaders, right? And that's why you guys are on this call, because you are wanting to be a leader and you want to develop leaders. We changed it slightly, right? So we had business cycles in the old formula, and that wasn't really fair per se. So whenever we had like a big shake week, people spiked, right? And they had an amazing amount of points, and that in some cases earned them trips, right? So with this new formula, it's more consistent, it's more fair, right? It focuses on the right things, not on shake weeks, but it focuses on consistent business building, right? Consistently focusing on, what we mentioned before, developing people, not just personally, but also their leadership skills as well. And promotions, you guys know about Fiji, the manager pools, the director pools, all these promotions and more going forward will be related to the leader in action. So there's no complications, there's no gray area. Okay, LIA, focus on that. That's all I got to do. Again, recap real quick. It's good to know this. Original formula, multiplication, growth cycles, forget all that. The new formula, simple. Your 1 PET, your personal enrollment. So whoever you personally enroll, you get unlimited points for that. Your 2 PET enrollments, that would be, if I were to enroll Jeff Beebe, anyone that he enrolls, I get points for that with a maximum, with points are capped at 20 points. And then the big one, personally enrolled rank advancements. Getting your team to a rank advance, you get points for that. And then your active rank. Whether you're active manager, director, or executive, depending on your active rank, you get a certain number of points for that. And in the past, we didn't have that, right? There was no active manager, director points. So this is really elevating a wider group of people. So point values, right? Like I mentioned before, enrollments, 1 PET enrollment points, you get 1 point. You can pretty much read this out there, but you know what? I'll tell you this. If you want to be successful in these programs, in these promotions, that right here, manager, oh my Lord, manager, crystal manager, circle, silver circle manager, those 6 points is where you want to focus as much as you can on. That's what will get you to the top. From what I've seen historically, enrollment points, 2 PET enrollment points, active weeks as executive manager, director, you can maximize those. Consultants, you can do those. Executives, you may get one in a while. Managers, getting your peeps to manager, that's the key. That is the key to maximizing, to getting to those 50 points in leader in action, to those 30 points for the holiday dash, the 20 points. That's what you want to focus on more than anything. is getting your people to manager. Okay. Again, key differences, multiplication versus addition. We remove the personal cycle category. We have a 2 PET enrollment points. And again, it's simple addition. Even I can do that, right? All right, now examples going into the pools, right? Here is an example of the worksheet that you just saw Debbie put up there. This is a 4-week commission month, okay? So you see in week 1, I've got 2 points, 2 points, 4 points, and 1 point. That's 1 point meaning what? I was active manager. In week 2, there's my points. I was active manager. In week 3, whoa, I am now an active director. What does that mean? I've got 5 and 1 maybe, five consultants on one side and 1 on the other. And then in week 3, I also have active week points. I'm a director. Total points, let me minimize my screen here, 39 points in that 4-week commission month, right? So going into resources, but going into the leadership pools now with that same sheet, okay? Manager and director pools. Okay, the manager pool. These are things that we don't think about, but you guys should know this, not for your own sake, but for people that you bring on. Even our executives, even our 5, 6, 7, 8 stars sometimes don't even get it, right? Because they're so into it, but you've got to know this is basic stuff. Every month we have a pool of $75,000 US in the manager pool. The maximum payout that an individual or a member can get in that 1 month is $1,000. And trust me, lately, I'll show you this in a minute, we've got a lot of people that maxed out in the manager pools. You can participate for 3 consecutive months. What does that mean? So Debbie Beebe, my new manager, just participated in the month of August. So she has August, September, and October to participate. She can't like, oh, I didn't hit it in October, let me do November and December. It don't work that way. So the first month that you participate, you've got 2 more months after that. How do we work out the share values? Okay, so we add up all the LIA points for everyone that's active ranked manager in those weeks in that month, right? So in our example here, a total of 5,000 points amongst everyone that are active manager were earned. Okay, you with me so far? Okay, so how do we calculate that share value? Well, we know it's $75,000 is the bank amount of money. We divide it by the number of points, number of qualified points, which is 5,000 in this case, which means $15 a share. So for every share that you earn in this month, you're going to earn $15 in the manager pools. Okay. So going back to that worksheet before, in this case, in this example, this is Debbie Beebe 25 years ago, right, when she was just starting up. Week 1, she earned 9 shares by simply adding up 2, 2, 4, and 1. In week 2, she earned 8 shares by simply adding up the 1, the 4, the 2, and the 1. So altogether, paid as manager weeks, she earned 17 shares. Okay, so we know the value of each share was what, $15, right? So she earned $255 in the first 2 weeks of that month because she was active manager in the manager pools. Okay, director pools. Same amount of money in the bank, $75,000. The reason for why there's the same amount of money in there, because there are less directors that play in the pool. So yeah, it's definitely more challenging to get to director, but there are less participants in that pool. So we also increase the payout. So the payout you can max out is $2,500. And I believe I saw Renee or someone today post that she had one person that maxed it out last month. I mean, it's true. It is definitely possible with that hard work.
Kimberly Kleiman hit it.
Kimberly Kleiman, fantastic. Thanks, Jeff. So again, same rule, right? If Debbie Beebe participates in this month, the month of October, she only has November and December as well to participate. If she drops in November, well, tough luck, Debbie. You weren't doing the work for whatever reason, right? So you're going to miss out in November. You get back in December and you're good. December, you get paid. But then January, by then you should be executive. I'm just joking. Actually, I'm not. Okay, and the example on this director pool, right? 3,000 points were earned by everyone that were active, paid as directors, okay? So what do we do? Again, share value. How do we calculate it? The total number of money in the bank divided by the number of shares. 75,000 divided by 3,000, $25 a share. So for every share that you've earned as a director in this month, you're going to earn $25 per share. So in weeks 2 and 3, Debbie was pretty good. She rank advanced, right? So she is, you see in week 3 and week 4, her active week points are now 2 and 2, meaning she was an active director. So there are other points in week 3, 8, and in week 4, 14. So she earned 22 points in those 2 weeks. Multiply that by the amount of dollars per share, 25. She's earned $550 in the director pool. So 220, whatever it was in the first 2 weeks, and 550 in the second 2 weeks. Again, this is just an example. It doesn't mean some people hit managers rank every single week for the whole month, and they're going to earn just in the manager pool, right? But this is for like more business builders. Let's get out of that manager pool. Let's get right into the director pool, right? Again, I know it's a bit redundant. Again, the new formula is very important to share with people to show how simple it is. Simple addition. I mean, you can find all these resources at, as you guys know, isabusiness.com/promotions, or in your back office under contents and promotions. That's it. Simple, easy as pie. Not that challenging as far as learning it. But I will say this, I want to add this, right? And last month, we had 147 managers that earned in this pool, and I think 40 plus directors in the month of August, commission month. That just shows, comparing it to this time last year, when people we were getting like onesies and twosies, earning like 5,000 here and 3,000 there. We're spreading that wealth. The more work that you do, the more people that you develop, you use the LIA formula, you're going to get paid these bonuses. So again, it shows we are heading in the right. We're not just focusing on the top. We're focusing on the emerging people as well. Those that want to get to the top, or those that want others to make upfront money, like Jeff said, possible upfront bonuses in addition to your cycles and all that good stuff. So one other thing I want to say is, so when you do hit manager in the first 2 weeks and you earn in the first 2 weeks, and then in the second 2 weeks you hit director and you earn, then where are you at in the next month? It's director. You're done with the manager pools. So you go into the director pools, okay? And I will say this, like I think it was a leader in Spokane, Washington. I was on one of their calls, and I told them, a question came up, so Cal, should I wait 3 months and make sure I maximize my manager pools and then go to director? And with my sponsor's permission, I was like, heck no. You want to get to executive. You want to do whatever you can to get to executive. You yourself, get to executive, because that's where the leadership, if it is money, the income is there. But not only that, you're helping more people. What are you doing saying as a manager? You're not helping the people that you want to help. You're just like going by, and you're doing a disservice to your prospects, to your customers, whoever it is that you're bringing on board. So if you guys have any questions, if we have time for it, fire away. And before I go into that, I want to add one more thing. Isogenates Academy, I'm throwing it in there, right? Corporate. Don't forget, in 2 weeks, we have Isogenates Academy coming up. Please invite your teams. Debbie and Jeff mentioned recognition on this call, right? Debbie loves recognition. That's part of the training. And we have some really exciting stuff that I don't think Debbie and Jeff even know. It's going to come out on that call in 2 weeks. Really exciting stuff. So, okay. Any questions, Debbie, Jeff?
I want to do something real quick, Cal, because there used to be executive pools for the upper leaders in the company. They've switched it now to what he just explained to you guys, to make it for all the upcoming leaders can really prosper. And then like he says, to run to executive is so important because your team has gotten so much bigger. Your cycles have gotten so much bigger. And you've hit the other bonus, the $1,000 bonus in there. And also now, if you just want to hit on Cal and hear it from you, because you hear it from us all the time. And when you hit executive, what happens?
Yeah, so many things happen, right? The executive lifestyle bonus, if you stay there, and before I go into that, like Jeff said, before this, we had the 2 to 3 star bonus pools, right? The 4 to 7 star, we had the platinum pools. Like, that's a lot of pools for a lot of people where, to be honest, from what I've seen, once you get to 2 or 3 or 4 star, I mean, the majority of people are just sailing. They're not really building. They're in a happy place. They're content, or whatever the case may be. But we're pouring more money into new people, right, that have that energy, that spirit, that want to be manager, director, and executive. So that's why we have more towards that group rather than the 2 stars and above, or the 1 stars and above. And to Jeff's point, it's because of executive, right? Lifestyle bonuses, the actual recognition of being an executive, right? getting into these executive leadership calls with Travis, not Travis, sorry, take it back, Sharon, with Sharon and Dr. Plant and Eric and Kathy on those calls. That's a big deal too, right? We also have the 10% match, right? So you're gonna get 10% match when you're paid as consultants. That's additional extra income as well that you get from being an executive. You can get on stage. Like we have now reduced our ranks as far as we can't get them on stage until they're a 3-star and above. No, if you're an executive and maybe you have a great story to share, we're gonna weave you in. So maybe that's your thing. You wanna be on stage. You wanna show your team that you can train. Another reason for being executive, not just about money, right? But yeah, it's so many more things. And then once you get to executive, you don't stay there. You just create 10 more consultants and get there again to solidify your executive status. Because 10 consultants, I mean, I get people reach out to me once a month. Hey, Cal, can you make an exception for X, Y, and Z? One consultant dropped off. Well, yes, we'll do it for you because you're working, but there'll be no exceptions made if you consistently have 15 and 20 consultants, you know, in your team, and then you're getting them to executive, right? The match, the bonuses. I mean, I'm not going to say this, but I should say it. I'll say it compliantly. $10,000 a year raise by being in that bonus. Forget about cycles, residual income, and all that good stuff. That's your core. But the additional bonus that you're getting, $750 just for doing what you're supposed to be doing if you're in it for the business, right? To me, again, and in these times, we did it. When did it start, Jeff? In March, April, right?
Yes.
So that was a tough time, you know, with the world it is today. But we thought, you know what? Let's give more back to people. Let's not take away because things are tight. We just give back to more people and share the love. That's one of the reasons for why we are seeing such a growth in rank advancements in our company is because of that.
And real quick, what he's hitting on right now is when you hit that executive and you hold that executive rank, and most everybody on this call are enrolling more than 2 people a month. We're enrolling 0 1 week, 10 the next week, 2 the next, you know, if you look at the average, most everybody doesn't want to leave money on the table. So they're enrolling 2 people a week. So there's not money left on the table. But if you hold executive, once you hit executive, you hold that rank every month, just 2 enrollments, 2 qualifying enrollments a month, you get a $750 bonus on top of everything else. The second month you hit another $750, and the third month you hit it $1,000. So when you add that up to the end of the year, that's an extra $10,000 that what I say, you're building a business, you can pour back into your team. You can do whatever you want. You can use it as vacation money, but if you're building a business, you can use that to build into your team and use that for your building your business like anything else. So all these leadership pools and all this stuff is so important for everybody new here that's not executive and above or 3-star and above. Is what's possible is incredible right now for you guys. All you have to do is do the work. And when it comes to that leadership in action, all you have to do is fill it out and see where you need work, because that's like a business plan like every company has. You'll see where I'm weak. This is where I need to improve. And he just hit on where you really can rank advance and go big is creating managers and directors.
Yeah. And a couple of questions there, like Jennifer, you mentioned you had a question about, is there a certain number of points? Like, so we have the Holiday Dash going on right now. And if you hit 20 points, you're going to earn extra $200. So I would use that as your baseline. You know, at least hit 20 to 25 points minimum to try and maximize the pool. But like you say, it varies every month. That should be your goal. And then Karen mentioned 2 PET. I think just Thomas responded to it. But yeah, if I enroll Jeff is my 1 PET. And if Jeff enrolls Debbie is my 2 PET, Jeff's 1 PET. So, but Jeff hit it on the head, executive. And we are growing like Pacific. I know we're all on here. Pacific region and Northeast regions right now, those 2 regions, I know that we have the most amount of people, but the number of executives, it's growing every single month. And it's so good to see. And someone put in there, manager's the easiest to get. Manager is definitely the easiest to get. And all consultants the easiest, but then manager, you're right. But then once you hit the manager, that's where you find out who your business people are and who aren't your business people. because it is the easiest to get, but then getting to director will show you who is committed 100% going forward. So you know who not to drag and who to work with.
You can unmute yourself if you have a question. It doesn't have to be, I mean, we want to keep it on this topic, but if it's some other business type question you have, you can unmute yourself and ask that. And two, just for you guys to know, he just said manager. That's $1,000 in your people's hands right now, $950 plus a cycle probably, or a couple cycles. So it's over $1,000 in somebody's hand that's brand new. It just helped two people get their products paid for by them finding two accountability partners. That's how simple it is to get $1,000 in
Get in
some.
bed.
I don't want to go on my bed.
Yes,
So go ahead and unmute. Somebody ask a question.
one more thing before someone asks a question. Don't forget the 2 enrollments is 100 BV minimum. I know you guys are like above that. Just make sure that your 2 enrollments are 100 BV minimum. And this is something that even our top leaders forget. When it comes to the lifestyle bonus, you've got to be active in that commission month, right? You may be active, generally speaking, but you have to have at least 100 PV ordered in that commission month. And you can find the calendar at the promo's website, or you're going to have people come to your site, your episodic site, and order at least 100 volume for you to be active in that commission month. Am I being clear on that? We get a lot of people that just don't understand it, and yeah, so.
Yeah, so you have to, I have to order. I say set it for every 28 days. I set my auto ship for every 28 days. Everybody I start, it's either every 28 or 29 days. So in case there's any mess up, but if you're playing in that arena right there to get paid, you personally have to order. So even if you get referrals and they go to your site, that's not counting. You still have to do your own 100 BV or PV. You have to do that in a month, every month.
Because you may see active status in your back office, right? But it doesn't mean that you're active in that commission month. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, sorry, yeah, no more hogging the call. Yeah, any questions?
Gina's got a question, I can tell. She's got her pen in her hand. Okay, I'm gonna throw questions then. Okay, go ahead, Gina, go.
I have a pen in my hand, pencil. Cal, how many times, can you address this? How many times are you eligible to get the leadership?
So the manager pools, you can,
Executive, director.
so yeah, so the manager pool, once you start, let's say this is the first time you've earned in that month, you've got 2 more months that you can participate, but it can only be the next month and the following month. And that's it. As manager, you're done, right? Director pool, same case. Let's just say, Gina, you hit director this month, next month, and the following month is your chance, and that's it. Executive lifestyle bonus, that's like, you can miss 1 month, totally fine. You get back to where you were the next month, and you can earn it again until you build your legacy.
So it's 3 months, you're saying, that you're allowed to hit it. And
Right.
then the executive leadership things, every 2 enrollments, that's for life.
As long as you're active and you're enrolling people, yeah.
Okay. Another question? If not, I'm gonna throw.
I have another quick question. As far as being eligible for the manager and the director pools, is it your own 4 weeks that you qualify for, or does it fall in the category of, what's that called? You know, the 445?
Yeah, the 445 calendar.
Yeah, does it have to go in accordance with that, or is it like my own 4 weeks?
Has to go in accordance with the commission calendar. So if you go to itonixbusiness.com/promotions and click on commissions calendar, you'll see the whole year.
Okay.
Yeah, panned out. Good question though.
Hey, Cal.
Yeah.
So earlier you said, well, like Jeff said, you can have executive forever. So what about the people who fall in and out of manager? If you fall in manager, like let's say you had manager a long time ago, before even, because the pools are fairly new, and some people may have been here longer than we've had the pools.
Yeah.
So when do you become eligible for manager to be in the pools now that they're open?
So the only people that cannot participate in the manager and director pools is executives. So if you're a recognition rank executive 3 years ago or whatever, you can't participate in these two pools. But if your recognition rank is director, manager, or consultant, then you can, because you've never earned in those pools before, in the manager and director pools. Executives, again, they're executives, so they're kind of like left on the side because they should be doing other things and not focusing on manager and director pools. But yeah, if you're a manager like 10 years ago, and obviously 10 years ago, we didn't have any manager pools. As long as you hit it now again for 3 months, you'll earn in those pools again. I'm so harsh on executives.
Everything's based on the new people. It's so cool.
Okay, you guys are
Hey,
a little
Cal.
quiet. There we
Oh.
go. Hi, Carlotta.
Hey.
Hey,
So I have a quick question. I mean, I just want to clarify. So let's suppose one of my people hits manager tomorrow, and then next week they hit director. Do they play in both pools, or do they just move into the next director pool? And if they hit executive, would they be playing in all three pools?
a great question. So if they hit manager for the first time for the whole week, for that 1 week, they'll get paid, they'll be playing in the manager pools. If in the next 3 weeks, let's say they were in the they hit director and they're playing them, they qualify for the director pools, those 3 weeks, they'll be in the director pools. The following month, they're in the director pools. There's no more manager pools for them because they've already
So
participated.
they're not playing two.
They
Okay.
can play in 2 pools in
And
the
then
same
what if
month.
they hit executive?
And then once they hit executive, then they're in lifestyle bonus. There's no more director
Okay.
pools or manager pools. That's why I mentioned like, though, I
Thank you.
mean, yeah, you're welcome. That's why I mentioned like, hey, if you're a manager, just don't stay there for 3 months because you feel like it's simple for you, because you don't want to do that. You want to help others get there as well. So that way you get yourself to director, hopefully in the next month, you know. But like I said, not everyone wants to build a business. So most managers don't build businesses. And if they want to stay there for 3 months, more power to them, more than they had before, right?
So Cal, strategically, if you had, say you were a director and you had an enrollment, you were like 1 away from becoming executive, say Saturday, it would be to your benefit then to hold on to that next enrollment until Monday, so you were director for the entire week?
So listen, this is up to you. If it was me, it's up to you. It's your money, right? I'm not going to tell you what's right and what's wrong because nothing's right and wrong in this case.
Okay.
I would want to enroll them right away. I would want to get to myself to executive right away. Not saying that I have a weak team. Maybe I do have a weak team, but maybe one of my consultants will drop off and then I'm messed up anyway, right? So I would want to get to executive as soon as I can. That's just my personal response. I mean, Debbie, Jeff, Chris, you know, you guys can chime in.
So then for that week, would you not be a director and not be executive? Would that week not count then? Or would that week count for you being an executive if you were only like paid as executive for 1 day?
No, you have to be paid as executive for every single day in that commission week to be paid as executive.
So Jen, can I just give you what I would tell
Yes.
you how I run my life? I'm not going to drive a half a day to go save $1. I'm never going to hold myself back, and I'm never going to hold somebody else back because the money waiting on the other side is huge. So I'm not going to wait around and make my $50 or whatever when I have got this huge thing in front of me. I need to keep moving forward. So I'm never going to stay and go backwards. I'm never going to stay stagnant. I've got forward movement. That's how you run a business, and that's how you want to treat yourself, your business, and anybody that joined your business. It's just like if somebody has, you know, 1 enrollment or 2 enrollment, I need to wait. No, man, go. When somebody's ready, they're ready. Make a move. Don't hold anybody back ever, especially yourself.
Good point.
When you look at the $10,000 gift they're giving us, and I'm looking at it at a turtle pace. 2 enrollments a month, come on. And Jim and Kathy are giving us $750 and $750 and $1,000, you had that, that's $10,000. If you look at, and look how big your team has gotten. Look at all the $100 bonuses you have for all the consultants you build. Look at the cycles that are coming in now. You're cycling 10 times a week. That's $540 a week. That's $2,160 residually a month. You know what I mean? You start running these numbers and going, wait a second, what am I doing playing over here trying to chase a dime? You know, and just run, but no, and those bonuses will happen. Just like Kimberly, she goes, how did this even happen? Because she ran like hell to get to executive. That's how it happened. She hit everything. She flipping get those managers and, you know, consultants and managers. She hit those bonuses on the way just because she was doing what she was supposed to be doing. So just run fast, guys. Look at everybody on this. Everybody on this should make a commitment on this Zoom. There's 55 on this Zoom. You should put a date down. If you're not executive, put a date down and just say, I'm going to talk to as many people and I'm going to ask the favor. I'm going to say, listen, I need you to get on this program and I need you to find 2 people because I'm going to get your products paid for. They really support families and we're going to gift you 1 product. And I need 10 people. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? And get to flip an executive. Get there and just repeat it again and repeat it. When you think about it's just 10 people and you're gifting them their product by just finding 2 accountability partners. I don't care if it's their mom, their sister, whoever it is. If it's a husband, it's a double dip situation. When they find 2, it doubles into their whole bank account. So when you got to look at what we have, we just got to be vocal. Everybody on this, 55 of, I don't know how many are executives, but you got to think, okay, I'm going to make a commitment. And in 2 months, I'm going to be executive. 1 month, I'm going to be executive. In 1 week, I'm going to be executive. And just run. So that's my feeling. Just go.
An executive, you guys, is just a decision. That's all it is. There's no more to it. Because most of you on here, I'm sure, are consultant, manager, or director. The ones that are executive already know this. It's a decision. You put your head down and you enroll and you help get their products paid for and you enroll and you help their product. It's just a decision. And if you can make 1 consultant, don't you think you can make 10? You can make 10, you can make 20. If you can make 20, you can make 30. It's just a decision. How hard do you want to work in this business to get to where you want to go? I don't call it hard, but it is work. It's not just, again, throwing spaghetti on the wall. Oh, well, that didn't work, so I'm going on vacation. No, we all work. We work. The executives, I'm going to tell you, don't think they have it easy because we're still working on Sundays until close of bell at 9 o'clock. We're still working. We're still helping people.
Cal makes us, I'm going to say he told us, we gave permission to push us. And he accepted it. And we have a little feed that we have a avatar little feed. And that's the feed that we ran our Derby not Derby, what do you call that? The Riviera contest.
Rally, the ISA rally, yeah.
ISA rally. And so after it, we kept going, but we have to, like today, on Sunday, we have a meeting every Sunday and we have to show that paper. Show the paper, babe. And then every Monday morning, and Cal's in that feed, every Monday morning, everybody, good or bad, they have to put their sheet up. Not just talk, they have to show the numbers so the team can go, okay, this is where we're weak, this is where we need to pick up. But it's a friendly competition, but we're there to support each other. And you're gonna see people that go, oh, and they run hide and they try not to post, we've added different people in and different that, but they if they're not doing the do, they can't put a number in there. So it shows you where you're weak. So just get some accountability partners. Say, listen, if you want to work together, let's work together. And we have to show our numbers, good or bad. In our feed today, everybody, I think, I haven't been in there, but everybody has an obligation to put their paper in there, not talk about it, put their paper in there. And good or bad. And there's sometimes they're bad. But we know the next week, those avatars, the next week they blow everybody out of the water.
But they're not bad. They're just what every business does track your numbers, know your numbers, because then you know what area you need to level up on, where you need to improve on. So that's what we've been doing, and we've really seen some mass success. So I cannot tell you guys, with this being a level playing field now, because before when we were leader in action and we had to like, oh my gosh, my cycles, they're counting our cycles and my cycles aren't growing. It was tough. And now it is so level playing field that print this out, like Kal said, print it out and then go track your numbers and see where you need to improve. I need to improve here.
No, we filled every square.
Right? We filled every square. Our numbers need to improve here. Right? Advancing our people. That's where I know our business needs to improve. So that's what we're focusing on. When you track your numbers, then you can know where you're at. So if you're brand new, because when I was brand new, if you would explain this to me, I would have went, what? Just enroll people and help them get their products paid for.
It's
just
that simple.
enroll people and help them, and let your enrolling sponsor work with you. Stay coachable. And don't worry about all the other stuff, because it's so fun. It's so satisfying to help people get to where they want to go. That's the bottom line. But as you start building your business, track your numbers, because there are bonus pools, manager, director. There's lifestyle bonus, executive. There's trips. There's incentives. There's so much fun in this company. And then we all get to do it with what become our best friends or our family, because sometimes we fight like family and then love like best friends. Like it just happens. And it's a great thing. Just remember, in business, you don't take anything personal. It's just numbers.
Yeah. And just to add to your question, Jen, like I've always, I think it was Zach or maybe it was Kathy that said this, like you forget about your rank, okay? Forget about you, right? Without you making others successful, you'll never be successful. So if you get that in your mindset, like, you know what? Yes, if I stay this whole week, I'm gonna get that bonus on Monday. I've got Jane that wants to start on Thursday. I want to get her started to make her successful. She's eager. She's ready to go. Let's get her to join. Let's get her two friends to join. I mean, you've got a consultant hopefully in a week or two, maybe sooner, right? And then you're developing yourself, but you're developing them. That's the best advice from a corporate standpoint I could say is, you know, make others successful and your rank will take care of itself.
Right. Like the reason why I was asking is that like, I didn't want to make the mistake if
Right.
it was one of my people,
Right.
and I knew that they could have maxed out the pool at the 2,500,
Right.
and if I could have just said, oh, just wait one more day and then you'll max out that pool. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to know for me, for my people.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know it's definitely not for you because you're on this call, but yeah, I get it 100%. I mean, if it's one day, again, it's tough, right? But if it's like on a Tuesday, it's a Monday or a Tuesday and you want to wait a whole week for it, then I'll be like, no, let's do the right thing for this person.
But no, I get it. It's just go, go. No matter what, just go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah. You got a great team, guys. I'm not just saying that. I mean, you've got the BBs, you know, you've got Carlotta, you've got Frank, you've got Chris, you've got Thomas Campbell. Like, this is a solid, and Mark in Australia, like, hopefully he's not from Victoria, but out there, like, you've got a lot of people, like, on this team that can really help you succeed. So it's good.
Yeah, for sure. So if you, I hope you have about, can you go until 6:30? Can you go?
Me?
4 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I would love to do, because I'm not finding too many more questions going on about leadership in action, or about the manager director pools. So I'm wondering if anybody new or seasoned has maybe just a question that they're like, you know, I always wanted to ask corporate this, if that would be okay with you, Kal.
Yeah.
So does anybody have I always wanted to ask corporate. Just unmute yourself.
Don't be shy. I can't bite you on a Zoom.
I've never had such a quiet crowd.
Ask corporate, do you ever sleep, Kal?
There you go.
Yeah, on the plane, maybe sometimes when we're traveling.
You know, I mean, I know this question, know this answer, but maybe you can hit on it too. The importance of turning someone associate right away, and how much I mean, I know how to explain it, but I'll have you explain it. How much volume stores to a certain amount of time, and how much it stores to the maximum amount of time.
Yeah, so you've got 90 days, right? As soon as someone comes on as a customer, they're going to have volume that's going to be stored up within 90 days. But you know what? I wouldn't even worry about that 90 days. The customer knows. If you're bringing on a customer, you know the product works. The customer knows the product works. If you're bringing someone on, from what I've seen other leaders do, have them bring on their 2 accountability partners right off the bat. So let's get them to associate, and then they can get themselves a consultant and get their clock started right away. I've seen people that wait because, you know what, I want to get that crystal manager or crystal director. I want to get my clock started on whatever, a month from now or 2 months from now. But no, in the times that we're in, and where I've seen the most success is where, and you see Leader in Action Fiji, the top ranked people, they're not just enrolling people and leaving it at that. They're enrolling people, converting them to customer and getting them to bring on 2 people. That's the name of the game. Yeah, you can store your volume for 90 days and then another further 90 days. Great for those people that are out there. But the name of the game, if you are in it to help people, forget about making $1 million, forget about getting to executive. If you want people to like succeed and bring in some income and maybe just getting their products paid for, I know it sounds so simple and blah, but just get their products paid for, they're making some income, right? I mean, they're basically taking the money from their primary job and they can use it for something else. That in itself is extra income. So yeah, Jeff, I mean, yeah, you bring a point on that customer and holding that volume and for 90 days. And you know, I wouldn't even forget about that. The true leaders go right for it and they get their customers joining and they bring on 2 people.
And to add on to what he says, so we turn everybody associate immediately. It's part of the enrolling process so they can participate in the Eat for Free Club and they can get paid for this. So that's why we turn them associates so they can, and it's free. It's free right off the get-go within the first 30 days of turning on the qualifying packs, meaning premium, value, and ultimate. Those 3 packs is free to turn them associate. So you always want to roll people on the 60-day starter pack or the 30-day. 60 days ultimate, 30 days the value. Both of them are starter packs. It's which one you want. But the other one, the premium, has that same free thing too, and it's free shipping and everything. But you want to turn them associate immediately because they're volume stores. And you think, how does the BBs always fill that square up on rank advancements? If it's a week, oh my God, it's, that's the square we need to fill. We drive the line. We go in our back office, we look and see who has volume. And we can go in and we pull it up all the time. Right? They've been a customer because we switched them associate because they weren't going to build anyways. They're going to build, they're going to build and they're going to hit those bonuses. So you might as well, they're going to store their volume faster than they're going to hit that bonus. And so their volume stores, they got $400 something of holdover volume. You just go, guys, listen, roll your flipping mom and your sister. You'll get another $450. You'll get that 400, but you made $1,000. Boom, you build those consultants. And you have 180 days to store volume. Now it's 90, there's 2 different categories. You have 180 days that you store your volume. You got 90 days, half of it, you store yours and your team's volume. So it's a massive amount of growth on that leg that pops up and stuff is building on one leg. So it takes them less to create a business, 1/3 of the time to create a business because you're not worried about that 600 BB over there, no, because that leg got built. But after 90 days, you only store your volume for the next 90 to 180. So it's real important to turn people immediately, and because it's hard to go back and go, hey, I need you to turn associate, blah, blah. And you only have 30 days, just so you know, for it's free. With those packs that I just said, you have 30 days to turn them associate. It's free, but after 30 days, it's $29. So why did you discard your customer and waste their money when you could have stored them volume? And we gifted somebody the other night $480. We gifted our neighbor a couple months ago $2,800 on stored volume that they stored for a couple years, her and her husband. And we just said, listen, enroll your daughter. You already have you and your husband, and we just happened to find them in the tree. We have other people. We'll hit a manager. I mean, we'll hit another consultant this week that has 600 and something stored volume. He lives in New York. So those are important little tips for us builders to know these different deals. Any other tip, Debbie, you want him to hit on? Or somebody else want him to hit on?
Here's a teaser, Kel. here's two teasers for everybody. Teasers, mate. I'm going to really push it. When's the next new product due? In a month? Like, give us a month. And when's the next seasonal flavor due? Give us a month.
I can't speak of A and Z, but
No, I know what's coming down here.
okay, yeah. So very soon is all I can tell you. Very, very soon. Think spooky around that time.
Spooky.
Boo.
It's going to be good though. It's going to be like couple of things on the North American side, or Canada too. Yeah, where they're going to be like, oh man, I can't say it. I'll give it away. Like it's going to be good. Let's tell you, it's going to be good. We always come up with these things, and people are like, oh yeah, it's great for like a week or two, right? Some certain things, right? It's an acquired taste, right? But to me, what's coming up, it's going to be really good.
Is it going to be permanent or temporary?
That's TBD. I mean, it's going to be, yeah. I mean, again, Jeff, man, come on. These are questions that I can't really answer.
I just wanted to tease you.
Yeah.
That's why I knew you'd start to feel uncomfortable, mate, right?
I know how you Aussies are. Like, I see how it is. No, but it's going to be good. Like I said, think Halloweenish time. So it's going to be good.
Okay.
Somebody.
Becky's got a question.
Hang on, Jeff, please. I see somebody else actually that wanted to speak up right before Becky raised her hand. You don't have a name on there. It just says iPhone. So we're not sure who you are with a hat and glasses.
Yeah, that's me, Yvette.
Hi, Yvette.
Hi, Frank Hernandez is my amazing coach.
Oh, you're Yvette Cepeda.
I am Yvette Cepeda.
Congratulations, consultant.
Thank you. I wanted to ask a question for the corporate, seeing that's a question for corporate. I'm an introvert. So my question is, what suggestion do you have to even get people to come to you? Because introverts like people approach them versus an extrovert. You get out there, you get them, you're talkative. I'm more of like, let them come to me and I will give you the wealth of information. So I don't know, what's a suggestion or guide?
Yeah, I mean,
as an introvert.
Yeah, the BB's can answer this as well, but this is what I would suggest, like talking to other leaders. If you are someone that's, doesn't go out there and speak, and they'd rather someone come to them, as you say, being an introvert, social media is one that works. I have a leader in Canada right now, Canada West. She is like phenomenal. She's an extrovert anyway, but social media is where she gets people to come to her. So what she does is on Instagram, for example, she'll find hashtags like, I don't know, hashtag weight loss, right? She'll go to that hashtag weight loss thing. And on the actual Instagram itself, instead of looking at the most popular posts with hashtag weight loss, she looks at the most recent posts that say hashtag weight loss. And those posts are usually people that don't have a massive influence. They may have 3 or 4 likes here or there, or a couple of comments here or there. What she does is she'll like it, she'll make a comment, and then she'll friend that person. And the moment that person friends them back or follows them back, she'll be in. Okay, you know what? You're interested in what I'm doing? Let's have a conversation. Let's start building that friendship.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah. I mean, following people on Instagram, doing the hashtag thing on Instagram is great. But if you are liking people that have so many viewers or so many likes,
right, you get lost in the pool.
Yeah, not only that, they're not going to reach out to you. They're just too busy. But if I'm like, I only have 5 likes, and you reach out to me, well, okay, let's get going. Let me reach out to Sam, and let's have that conversation. So that's what I would do. That's what I see other people do.
Thank you.
And two, you have a great.
I'm gonna jump up.
Frank is a phenomenal mentor, and I'm gonna let Carletta hit on this, but you can get him on the phone with Frank right now as you get your belief, borrow his, and he is a phenomenal. He knows how to set people up. He can close them and get them dialed in on the right system. So you got a phenomenal leader. So just follow exactly what he said.
I agree. No, I love him. He's amazing. He's helping me every step of the way, and I appreciate him so much.
I just want to share one thing. My amazing mentor and enrolling sponsor who's not on this call right now, Jennifer Trinkner. For those of you that don't know this, she is an introvert. She's not like, I'm like out there. I'm like, I'll talk to anybody. Jennifer is an introvert, and she built this business on social media, but you do have to step out and message people. You have to connect with people. You can't post and pray. I mean, that doesn't work. But and that's what I do every day. I'm connecting with 20 people and messaging and sending just a conversation. Hey, thanks for connecting with me on LinkedIn. Thank you for accepting my friend request. How are you getting along with all the craziness? And we'll start, and then I'll just throw, so tell me, what are you doing these days to create, to generate extra income? I'll just ask them, because that's what everybody's doing. And they'll answer, oh my gosh, I'm looking for something to do. Or they'll say, oh, I'm doing this, this, and this. And then I'll just ask them, well, I actually am an entrepreneur and I have a health and wellness online business. If you're open, I'd love to share what I do. I think it'd be a great fit. Or here's one that Jennifer taught me, and I know Jeff and Debbie know this one. Write it down. This still works. Learned it from Jennifer. Hey, Cal, great to connect with you. Or I'll say, so let me ask you, I'm curious, do you keep your options open when it comes to opportunities that improve the quality of your health and or wealth? Ask the questions. Don't go for the kill right away, but form a little bit of relation, chit chat, just like normal stuff, you know. And one little last point, I used to be shy a long time ago. I got out of it. Somehow around after college, as I got older in my 30s. But we're not born shy and we're not born introverted. I think it's just events in our past that make us that way. And if we can overcome, that's where personal development comes in, and you can definitely overcome that. And with, you know, you've got an amazing team here. Everybody's here to support you. Frank's awesome. Just like Jeff said, reach out and do 3-way calls, but start off with just forming, you know, messaging on Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram. And that tip, thank you, Cal, because I'm going to start doing that, connecting with people on Instagram that don't have millions of followers. So great tip.
Hey, Becky.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead, Becky.
Jennifer Trinkner, you're right. If we can get her on stage, that'll be phenomenal, but she won't come on stage. But you're right. I mean, she's an introvert, but she's spectacular in her own way. Yeah, good point.
Okay, Becky, you're up.
Hey, Cal. Thanks for this tonight for all of us. So I have sort of a corporate question. I was wondering if you could kind of give us a quick overview how the ZJA products are performing.
So there's a couple of, there are 2 or 3 good products in there that are performing quite well. The Meringue is one, the Triotic, that you can use on cleanse days. That's a top performer as well. But we do know that there's going to be, again, I know this is being recorded, but there are going to be some products on that line that might not be there in the near future, because we have the equivalent that's a lot more result oriented on the Isogenic side. What's that? Yeah, I haven't tried. Yeah, it's Moringa, right? I can't read.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Moringa. Yeah.
I love the tea. I just started using it. I love it.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, and I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'll tell you how it is. Like, they have their great sellers, but it's not Isogenics. And the leaders will tell you that too. Leaders obviously have their couple of products they love, and we'll keep those top products with us because of those leaders. But for the most part, I mean, Isogenic system is where you want to be at. I can send you a list if you want, Becky, on, you know, what's ranked where as far as sales without giving you numbers. But
that'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I'm not the expert on the ZJ products. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just focus on the Isogenic stuff for the teams. I'm just gonna be straight up. But yeah.
I think I see Cara leaning in. I think Cara has a question. Cara Davis. Look at her. Uh-oh. Is that me? You have a question, Cara? No.
You know what? Thomas is right. You've got one of the biggest introverts on this call right now in Chris Harville, right? I mean, Chris is like, he does his thing, but he ain't no extrovert. So, hey, reach out to Chris as well, you know?
It's a lie. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, so I got something for you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so introverts. I was bad before. And when I got in this, it was post and pray for the most part. Because when you're an introvert, people will listen to you. But you got to put it out there, right? So I was posting away. Now I want to change your mindset for just a minute, because I had to strengthen up and I had to reach out to people for sure. But imagine you got $1 million opportunity, right? And you need 10 grand to get it started, right? Well, do we have $1 million opportunity? Yeah, right here. Now think about this. You need 10 people to find 2 people. If you had $1 million opportunity over here, but you had to raise 10 grand, could you find 10 people that had $1,000 that would help you out? Because I was telling somebody tonight, I said, man, I went to executive in 30 whatever days, and then, I got some accolades for it. But if I had to do it again, I could do it in a week. He said, how could you do it in a week? I said, well, think about it. We got $1 million opportunity. I need to raise 10 grand. Could I find 10 people? Yeah. Okay. You got 10 people over here that are willing to help you out with $1,000. You enroll them and enroll their wife and enroll a son or whatever, right? You got 10 people investing $1,000 into your business that they're just going to get food, right? So think about that. 10 people with $1,000 or whatever, a couple of 15 or whatever the number is. It's not a lot. Well, I ain't got $1,000. Well, you need to talk to me even more because we need to help you make some money, right? I mean, you can spend this so many different ways, but everybody, they're going to have excuses. Oh, I got to talk to my wife about it. Well, what's your wife going to say? Does she want you to make more money or not? Does she want you to lose the 60 pounds or not? You'll get stronger the more conversations you get. So can you go find 10 people tonight that'll help you with $1,000? Think about that. And then you get them enrolled and you turn them consultant just like that. I'm making it sound easier than it really is, but am I really? Because in your circle of influence, even though if you're as severely introverted like I was, you still got your circle of people that you have influence over. I don't care what you say. You've got people that you have influence over. So find that little circle, go get them to help you, and get to executive. You can do it. I promise you can do it. That's all I got.
See, there you go. And then I would just add on to that, some of the most successful people, millionaires and billionaires that I know, would give themselves the label of introvert. So the faster you let go of that label and just be you and take suggestions from Chris, learn from Frankie, and decide how successful you want to be. Do you want that label to stop you from where you want to go? Because you've been successful somewhere in your life already. I know that, right? So think about if you're an introvert, how did you get success there? This is no different. You get to be you. And like Chris said, you have that circle of influence, and I love that. You have that. So just go with that and grow as big as you want to grow. But you've got this whole team to support you, and that's the beauty right there. And we all have different personalities. And at any time, if I wanted to reach for that label, I can be extroverted, I can be introverted. Or I could just need a rest.
Two people I want to recognize real quick too, because one, Emily and Becky. Here's two people that I've watched Emily sit on a couch bawling her eyes out. And in our group, Amplified Health, and we can pull up who's the most active and who does the most in our pages, and she puts more people in the page than anybody now. More people. She's the top person to put people in that page. Boom. Because she just got out of her way. Because she's like, can't. All of a sudden she got out of her way. Becky, Penny App came out. She made a commitment to the team. Well, I'll reach out to one person a day. Now, let me start with one person. One person. I said, Becky, put it on Freight Train and just try it. She sends me her flipping Freight Train Penny App finished all the time. I see it in the groups. She's flipping all of them. And she's somebody just sat back for a second. Well, let me just try. All of a sudden, these people just became who they are and realize I'm just going to be me, and I'm going to do me, and I'm just going to get out of my way, and people got to accept me for who I am, and I move in a quality product that gets results. And either you want it or you don't, move out of the way. I'm going to the next person. You know, and when you get that mindset, you're going to create business builders. People are going to go, let them know where you're going. And either they can come with you or they can watch you next year. And they're going to look at you and go, damn it, look where they are this year. I should have listened. I should have did what Cal said for those guys to do.
Right, before we let Cal go, just to Jeff's point, this is in Amplified Health. See what this says? I just wanted everybody to see.
Wait. The second person down, Andrea.
Yep.
Another introvert, so quiet, just as cute. Debbie, this girl has a heart of gold. Look at her now. She's number 2 person putting activity in that group, giving value to in people's lives.
Yep. And then we've got Jack Harrison. And then we've got Stacy Joyner, who just joined 10 weeks ago. So, I mean, everything and anything is possible. It's just a decision. You know, really lean into your team, lean into your enrolling sponsor. And you guys, we've got this. Any last words, Cal? Oh, you're muted, babe.
And like you say, it's been a great call, a lot longer call than I expected, but it was a it was a very good call with lots of meat and potatoes. I think Carlotta, great training on that, and Thomas and Chris, phenomenal. BBs, love you guys. You've got a great team here. I'll throw it out there. Listen, you guys can reach out to me anytime, any corporate questions that you may have that you don't want to ask in front of Todd Alexander. That's totally fine. You can ask me privately. It's all good. I'm here for you guys, 100%. Let's do this.
We do this call, just so you know, everybody on here. I want to blow this thing up. We bought up for 500 in this Zoom room. We can hold 500 in this Zoom room. If everybody commits to say, I'm going to convince my product users, everybody, business builders, whoever, to get on this Zoom every Monday night, because we have massive training. And we're bringing big leaders, Kal in from corporate. We're bringing Eric Worre last week, us. We're going to, Jennifer Trinkner is going to be on this thing training, just so you know. But those are the leaderships we're going to have, and we're going to get them on this. It usually runs about 45 minutes, but it's our team meeting, every meeting, and it's about business and duplication. Because we're professional network marketers that's moving a quality product, and a professional network marketers hunts for we're a talent scout to hunt for other marketers to doing the same thing we do to duplicate. That's our main job as a network marketer.
When was the last time you guys had Kathy Coover on the call, Jeff?
And Cal's going to call Kathy along with us, since he just said that, and Kathy's going to be on our Zoom this month sometime. No,
I want to throw the contest out there. Like, hey, get Kathy on the call. If you guys, as a group, can do something. What did Debbie say? 17 rack advancements last week. If you guys double it, like next week, maybe we can get Kathy on a call. Maybe we can have Kathy do a one-on-one coaching with 3 of you that helped achieve that goal. Right? Let's throw some ideas out there. Do you know what I mean? Like, we are here to help you guys.
Okay, maybe you message us. Let's do this. We're going to reach out to Kathy, because Kathy is going to do a Zoom. Debbie and I were just talking about it. We're going to ask her to come in, because we've had these top leaders coming in, like Kal jumping in and Eric Worre, and we're going to have Kathy do it. But message us your date that even if you don't know us or what, message us the date you're going to hit executive and where you are now. And if we say maybe who hits executive, the first so many people, if we can get at least 10 executives hit, maybe we'll schedule a Zoom with those top 10 executives that hit it in this next 2 months.
Yeah.
In 2 months, 10 executives, it has to be 10 of them. So you got to push your coworkers, because it's like teamwork. You ain't going to win the team unless you build it together, you know? So, and then if not, we're going to still have her on here doing a big one. But we're going to ask her if we have 10 executives that get built. Well, she'll do a private Zoom, and it'll be Debbie and I, Cal, and the 10 of you guys.
Yeah, let's do it. Down for that.
Guys, let's unmute and let's rock and roll.
All right. Well, for some reason, I don't have an unmute button.
Okay, everybody unmute yourselves.
That's really weird.
Everybody do it. This is how we do it. Cara, unmute yourself.
Unmute everybody because
You're waving.
I don't know why.
Okay, here we
She doesn't have
go.
the power.
Okay, Cara, come on, hurry. I can see her panicking. Come on, Cara, quick.
What
You
is
can do
Tina
it.
volunteering for?
Where's it at?
Okay.
Okay.
It's down on the bottom.
I got it. I
Here we
got
go.
it.
1.
Oh,
Oh, Cal, you take us out. Go.
1, 2, 3. I
Everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Good seeing everybody.
Yeah.
Guys,
Good, Cal.
Everybody.
thanks so
guys.
much.
Hey guys. Thanks
Hasta
for coming
luego.
out.
Amazing, amazing.
Thank
I see
you.
Layla.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sarah.
Awesome. Thank you guys. I love you all.
Thank you guys.
See ya.
Bye-bye.